Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back to another episode of EU4 as the Knights. In previous episode we started fighting against Tunis and Mamluks and Marrakesh over here. And while they did seize down our holdings in Tunis, our war goal is currently Annaba, which we don't hold yet. But our goal over here is to, well, we've seized down a decent bit of Mamluks already. And we've kind of set up an initial peace deal. We'll probably try to take a bit more than that, admittedly. But right now, it's just slowly but surely start. Actually, what I suppose I could do, I could move this one closer already to sort of take over the siege, and this can move into church without ending the siege at any point. I suppose these could actually move forward as well. Did we do the raid in here already? No, we didn't. There we go. It's giving us a bit more money, and we did have to remove, or renew, not remove, quite a few loans there, but those are from the estate thing, so the interest rate isn't too bad. I'd like to pay those off sooner rather than later. But now we're entering... Oh, there we go. Naples' armies are now linking up with us. So combined, we can crush the enemy. At least in theory. There we go. So it's been seized down. And we're going to send this one to EU4. Is it actually going to be linking up with the big army? Or is it going to go siege down some more lands in the east? It might be going further east. So how close are Mamluks for the peace deal? At least right now, it would be still 41 points away. So not anytime soon. But I suspect that if I can get a night... Well, there's a lot of enemy troops in here, admittedly. So I don't actually want to start fighting them on my own. At least we started seizing down more of the lands here. And Tunisian war enthusiasm is fairly low. Well, it's medium. It's currently at 10. The Mamluks are at 6. They've got a bit of revolts over there as well, so that's probably causing some issues for them. Still got their fleet in here, and okay, there's a bit of troops moving through their lands as well. But that's honestly none of my business. They got okay generals in here, in quite a few numbers. But I think for the most part we're still in the control. Let's go ahead and send in our transport fleet down this way, actually, to maybe... Well, actually, I don't want to raid in Annaba. There's not really much other options down that way, so we'll just hold on to what we have in terms of the naval gains there. Würzburg has the Great Peasants' War. Interesting. That's going to start causing unrest and all that. Wait, did we lose something? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. Someone's de-sieging the areas here. I have a feeling that Naples is probably going to go after that one, though. So, Mamluks, the enthusiasm is down to 4. We still want to have these 3, at least, from them. At the same time, this gives our aggressive expansion to go downwards a tiny bit, at least. I suspect that now that the Neapolitan troops are approaching, this one's running away. Now, our ally will take care of most of that fighting. Let's move these in. So we only got 38,000 versus whatever they have in here, which is over 60,000 men. Over 70,000 men, actually. So I can't take those on my own. But what I can do is I can keep them probably from going too far east. In which case, Naples is going to be seizing down some of the areas. Oh, okay. I think they destroyed either small army or rebellion. It may have been the rebellion, actually. Ooh, we can purchase an ability. So prestige per development from missionary, that's quite nice. Institution spread in truth rate provinces plus 50% is really nice as well. We could go for the war score cost versus other religions. Oh yeah, that's actually something that we want to have. Because that is possibly going to make the peace deal with Mamluks a lot cheaper. Oh yeah, they would take it now. Which would of course allow us to conquer the rest area. But at this point I might actually just go for Sudan as well. Which they're not quite willing to take. And probably a bit of money, that would be quite expensive. So we'll probably need to wait a little bit longer on that. But I suppose that Tunis is losing their war enthusiasm quite quickly. They're gaining a lot of war exhaustion. Admittedly, I've gained a decent bit as well. But I don't think it's going to be too bad for us. And it's going to be a lot worse for them, let's put it that way. And there we go, now we're making some money again. There we go, that's going to be re-sieged, and then they'll probably go ahead and siege down to Book. Or something like that. I could go for Tatooine, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, that's probably going to call in all of these then to start attacking me. So it might be best for us to just wait until Mamluks are out of the war. Which, honestly, if I don't take the province, Sudan, I could take that and I could take a little bit of cash as well. Most of which is going to go to me. You know what? No, we're going to wait for 1 more month because that's going to take over the values a bit further. And then, if we do the peace deal, can we get even more money? As a matter of fact, yes, we can. So that's almost 200 ducats, of which 150 is going to go to me. And there we go. Now Mamluks are out of the war. In which case, it's going to be a lot easier for us to conquer the rest of this. And we can retake the lands. We can start coring the provinces. We'll start coring Gaza and Jaffa. Jerusalem is not going to get cored yet. I could complete the Jerusalem mission. But I'm actually going to wait until we have peace before I do that. Just to be on the safe side. That things might go wrong. Admittedly, one of the things that I could do in the meanwhile is start converting Jerusalem, because it's going to take a while before the coring is done. It might cause a bit of unrest in the area, admittedly. And when I say a little bit of unrest, I mean a lot of unrest. But there we go. The Tunisians are now running away. As they should. Then we can go ahead and siege down this one. Did we get the... No, we didn't get the free barrage thing with the naval stuff yet. We're definitely working towards it. 43 would actually be cheaper to use the artillery for it. But I suppose if we just save the points, we can get the free naval barrage at the end of the naval ideas. We just need to get a few more of those techs. Oh, so we'll probably get one more idea, then we'll save up the points for the Miltech 12, because that's going to unlock the better infantry. And that's going to be really nice. They do have 22,000 men over there in the Portuguese lands. Don't think it's going to be too bad for us, though. It's definitely time to start de-sieging a lot of these areas. I think what we could... Okay, they got the big fleet over here still. I could probably send these back to hunt pirates in Aleppo. I think that is the one that has been privateered a lot. We can send these to start blockading Tunis. We'll still have the combat fleet in here, allowing us to siege down the enemy capital a bit faster than what it usually would be, or otherwise would be. There we go, that's another province conquered. So I'm not entirely sure what we're going to take from Tunis. I suppose we might want to start figuring that one out, though. So Annaba is definitely one. I might want to take the island over there. For sure. And how many would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces along the coastline here. Then I suppose we could take more land down this way. Or we could take a bit of the inland. At least these. How bad of coalition would that be? It's starting to become a bit of a problem. Not necessarily too bad yet. I suppose as long as we keep the Ottomans out of the... Or, like, at least truce with either Ottomans or Mamluks constantly going, and we should be mostly fine. I think most of those others aren't really a problem. I just gotta wonder, if I take all of these, how bad would that be? It wouldn't actually be that much larger. If we take those, and we take all the money that we can get, and maybe some war reparations, among other things. I suppose that the capital is going to be going down soon enough anyway, and we just need to retake these lands, and we'll be pretty much good to go. So I suppose that's going to be another 4 extras, and we've got 4, so that's going to get us to 8 provinces on the mission that we have here. Ooh, Denmark's getting into the golden era. So the Crusade against piracy, that's then going to give us the... Oh, until the end of the game, morale of navies plus 10%, a ship trade power plus 15%. That's actually quite nice. There we go, we siege down the capital. Let's go and de-siege Tunis, and the naval combat over here is... Oh yeah, it's a massacre. Oh wow. We captured 10 ships over there. Okay, well I guess we don't need to build our own ships for a while. And I suppose we could send the fleet down this way to Cape Bon. And then head down to Barbary Coast. There we go, that's 1 de-siege. Go de-siege Bizerta, and then we can go to Annaba. We could actually go ahead and pay back at least 1 of the loans. So we need to pay a little bit less interest. And the interest rates were really the problem right now. How is our naval force limit, by the way? It is... Ah, we're a little bit over. So we might get rid of some of the transports. Because we don't really need more than 20, quite frankly. Right, time to go for the war goal. While de-sieging is going. And Naples is bringing their troops here little by little. Oh, the natural scientist that we had employed has died. We could get the national tax modifier plus 10%. That's actually not a bad one either. That might actually pay itself back quite handily. There we go, 1 in Tunis. And base tax on Lesbos 8. Nobility have an army equal or larger to Ottomans, which is 45,000. Or Gallipoli have base production of... You know what, we'll take the Gallipoli one. That shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. that's already done. And that's 160 ducats, actually. That's really nice. Right, I want to move this one through. As soon as we get the war goal, I think they are pretty much done after that. I think Tunis... But they're not willing to take the peace deal yet. They actually might be now. Yeah, they would take it. Yeah. It might be a bit of a coalition time soon. And we got quite a high overextension. We'll start coring a lot of provinces at the same time, though. So that will be taken care of. And now I think it's time to form the Jerusalem. City is ours, so we get some more stability, which we already are at max. Oh. The Nice Templar Mercenary Company becomes available to hire. And it does not cost army professionalism when we hire it. That's 50 papal influence, 20 prestige. And we complete the mission. I believe that's going to allow us to reset... Oh, we need the coring still done. Okay. Did they move the... No, I don't think it moved the capital yet. No. No. It's once we form Jerusalem that's going to move the capital down there. So there we go. Knights Templar is available for hire. And now we've got a lot of papal points here. We could maybe start getting some inflation reduction. I think that's actually going to be quite handy. And we've got a lot of money. I think what we're going to do is we'll leave one army in here in, like, Tunis or something. And then we're going to take one of these armies back to the other side. So how are the force levies looking like right now? We could actually have a decent bit more. At least troops. I am going to pay off... you know, actually, no. We're not going to pay off a loan yet. We're going to see how much we're going to make money. And then go from there. If we're still making good money... I mean, technically speaking, what I could do, definitely. Let's split these transports out. We'll take these out and scuttle them. And there we go. We're no longer over our naval force limit. So that should save us a decent bit of cash already. Well, at least some cash. And the transport fleets are now... Or the trade fleets, rather, are now back in full condition. We could actually send this one to protect trade in Crimea. So that might help us a little bit with there. I mean, we've got already 2 ships in there. We've got another 2, so that's going to get us to 4. We might want to add in a 5th one there, just for easier numbers. But that's about it. But in the meanwhile, we can take this fleet. Oh, right. Did we bring in the transport fleet here? No. Right, let's try that again. Technically speaking, we could move the main fleet down here into Greece again. To be out of the way. And make sure that it doesn't get mixed with the... Or it doesn't try to get transported with the wrong fleet. Did we... Ah, right, okay. They got some of these troops shuffle around here. But let's take this one down to Jerusalem. Protect that area. And then you might want to start doing a bit of rebel suppression over there. There might be a little bit of unrest in the region. We're now completed some of the coring at least. We've got the missionary already in Jerusalem at 60%, so that's going really quickly. And also, aren't we going to get trigger modifier for the... That's a Crusade. Right, no, that's not going to be the one. I'm pretty sure that once we convert the province, that's probably going to give us the extra stuff in here. Promised land. Oh, that's not for us. Oh, the Holy City of Jerusalem. One of these following must be true. The religion of Jerusalem is Muslim. It's other state else included religion of the... Oh, right. So we need to convert this to Catholic or Christian religion in general. And then we'll get the bonuses from there. It's going to be a little bit of prestige. Local missionary strength plus 1%, which is not bad. It does help at least. Wait, who's privateering in here? Tuscany? Damn you, Tuscany. Oh well, it happens. So we got a bit of an overextension, admittedly, right now. But how long do we have the truce with Ottomans? That's actually going to expire next year. I don't know if we're quite ready to fight the Ottomans again, but if we do, we might want to take a bit more of the coastline here. Or more of Syria and all that. So yeah, we've got a bit of options in here for sure. Or we could take more of the lands that we have in here that we've yet to take. Like Thrace and all that sort of stuff. So what did we actually get from the Jerusalem? That gave us the... Right, that allows us to reform Jerusalem even after the Age of Discovery and Reformation. But right now we just need to get the coring done. And then we're going to form Jerusalem itself. And we need to convert a lot of areas and... Then we need to go down to Alexandria. And then search for the Ark of the Covenant. And there we go. We are at least getting stronger and stronger. Although there's definitely room for improvement still. We might actually go ahead and... Did we get the troops already transported over? Why did you not... Okay. There we go, now it's being transported over to Jerusalem. For some reason it didn't want to move earlier. Okay, we're not getting a lot of money, so we might actually just pay off... I'm not going to pay off 2 loans, I'm going to pay off 1 loan. I'm going to build something, which could well be a workshop. And Thessalonic, that actually seems relatively profitable. It's not necessarily massively profitable, but it's good enough for now, and maybe a marketplace in... Well, Tarabolas would be a decent option. Alternatively, we could go for church. Maybe we could get some taxation in a few locations. Alternatively... Oh, actually, courthouse. Build that in Constantinople, because that's going to start reducing the cost for the state maintenance, among other things. Plus, if we have a look at the governing capacity, we're a little bit over it right now, which does increase advisor costs and many other things. The Council of Trent. Aha! Right, we get to choose the things. The Reformation of the Catholic Faith. So I can either go for the harsh measures. Missionary strength increase, institution spread goes down, but resistance to Reformation and opinion of heretic goes down. And consolatory, so that reduces the missionary strength versus heretics, but improved relations goes up. Resistance to Reformation does go up as well, so that's the same on either side. And then opinion of heretics goes up. I think we could probably be on the harsh measures. So what would these be? That's missionary strength versus heretics. Institution spread in true faith provinces, that's actually quite nice. Manpower in true faith provinces. And war score cost versus other religion. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the harsh side. That way we can also... Oh, embrace the Counter-Reformation. More missionaries. Oh. Tech cost goes up a bit though, but I think we can manage that. Yearly papal influence goes up, and missionary strength versus heresy goes up even further. Idea cost does go... You know what, we're not gonna embrace that yet. There's so many ideas that we still need to embrace. So we're gonna wait a bit on that one. Let's go ahead and get a little bit unrest reduction in Jerusalem area. In the meanwhile, can we get any more of these? I mean, there's the mercantilism. We could start increasing that one now. That way we can start increasing our trade power a bit. And we only got 12% mercantilism right now, which is not really all that much, let's be honest. Oh, we completely has almost cored, finally. And then we can... Is that entire state? Yeah, we do own that entire state now. Good. And we're getting the core there. There's still going to be quite a bit of unrest in here. Admittedly, we've got the army in there. That should be able to take care of it quite easily. Jerusalem is almost converted already, so that's going to give us the Holy City modifier. Ooh, and there we go. We can invest in the naval idea. So we'll take this one at least. Gain a bit of innovativeness. Our galley combat ability goes up even further. Oh, and I could actually see some more land. We've got fairly good progress in there. We could maybe some of the die, but how's the... Actually, the influence isn't too bad, so we could do that one. The clergy wants a church in Smyrna. I mean, that's a possibility. Nobility wants us to have a larger army, at least 45 regiment, which we're probably building towards. Oh, roads need... Oh, that would be a bit expensive, but that would possibly be very valuable. I think we're going to go with the clergy suggestion, though. That's going to give us a bit of extra base tax in here. It is going to be somewhat worthwhile, not necessarily immediately. But it will pay itself back. Oh, there we go. We can start converting more. Kabulia is going to be our next target, I suppose. Treaty of Tordesillas with Colonial Colombia. Oh. Well, well, well. Right, so who's... on which stands? It's Hungary, Lithuania, and myself on the harsh stands. And pretty much everyone else on the conciliatory. You know, conciliatory, so... either way, I don't really worry about it too much. I feel like as a crusading state, or future crusading state, we should probably just focus on being as harsh on heretics and heathens as possible. For roleplay reasons, not something that I'm actually supporting. Right, Tlemcen is fighting against Tagore. Oh, Tlemcen is no longer allied to Ottomans, but the Ottomans do still have allies in Poland and Bohemia. Admittedly, Bohemia is an OPM, so that's not really a problem. And Poland, I mean, Poland's a bit of a problem, but they are actually liking me a decent bit. They've got 55,000 men, though. So that could be an issue. It'll do for now, I suppose. Corruption. I guess we'll take a bit of corruption. I'm sure that we can reduce that fairly quickly in the end. Even though it does come at a cost for our cash reserves right now. Well, there we go. Got quite a bit of these small enclaves. I mean, at least we got the Tunis region now, fairly nice territory there, which we can probably turn into kind of a good manpower base or something. Actually, what are the resources produced in there? There's decent bit of grain, some naval supplies, some sugar. That's actually really nice. Even more grain. There's the cloth in Tunis itself, and wool in Kef, and a bit of iron in Kabylia. So that's decent selection of things. Venice declared war on Serbia. Oh, Serbia yeah, they destroyed Ragusa, didn't they? Well, well, well. I mean, Venetians are still kind of okay with me. Although we're allied to their rival, but that's fine. I mean, eventually we do need to fight them as well. But we might have to wait on that one a little bit longer, although I do still want to get these islands, and Corfu, and maybe a bit of Albania and all that. So sooner or later we do need to fight them. But right now it might be best to wait until we form Jerusalem, which is waiting for some of the coring to be done in Gaza and Jaffa. But those are going to be completed at the end of the year, so we can then start working on Jerusalem. Technically speaking, I suppose if we had taken Sidon, we could start doing, or could have started coring Jerusalem from the get-go. Venice wants to go through my land. I suppose I will allow that. Oh, and we've got a fairly good conversion rate in here. I suppose it could be even better. What are the situation with our government? We could actually embrace Tunisians. Sure, that's going to reduce the unrest quite a bit. And, oh, truce with Ottomans has ended. Alright then. Don't think they'll form a coalition against me yet, but that would be a potential... So if we were to declare war, Poland and Bohemia would not join against me. They do still have quite a large army. Well, I could potentially bring in Austria. Oh, in that case, Poland would join. What about Spain? Okay, if I bring in Spain, Austria will, or the Polish and Bohemians will not join. In which case, we got the numbers advantage. We might be able to take a lot of land in that, but I think right now we're not going to declare the war because we've got a lot of overextension, and even though technically speaking during the war a lot of that overextension would go down, I'd rather wait until some of this situation is sorted. Maybe we'll form Jerusalem first and then we'll start fighting the Ottomans once again. So we are losing the great power stages again. Oh, Ming is now the number 8. Okay. So we're just a few points behind there. Technically speaking, we could probably just, you know, go around that. We have yet to... Oh, iron ore quality problems. Oh, dear. We can't actually build more troops right now. I mean, we could, but it's going to be more expensive. So how is the New World looking like anyway? Oh, Spain's got a lot of colonies in there. Well, that doesn't surprise me, to be fair. Volunteers for the Holy Fight. Ooh, I'll take some more manpower. We're almost at full manpower again. And then I suppose the Portuguese are in Colombia and Brazil. Are they also... Oh, yeah, they are in Rio de Plata. They've expanded quite a bit down that way. We have not seen the Cape yet, but it looks like Spain has Santa Elena, or St. Helen. I guess that's good enough. So how bad is the coalition map mode? Ottomans could join. Well, we can't really avoid that happening at this point. They're just going to be constantly in war with us, one way or another. Oh, they're embargoing us. Oh, but that does remind me. There's the fleet. Time to go collect some taxes. That's to say, raid their coast. Admittedly, it's not quite as good as it used to be. But regardless, it's gonna... Oh, actually, that's gonna start allowing us to build the church over here already. So we get the mission done sooner. And we can just go ahead and raid all of these coasts here. We'll still have a bit of extra cash after this. I mean, we might maybe pay off another loan. If we'll have the money for it, although I'm not entirely sure that we'll do, but we could give it a try. Maybe we can actually use that one to raid, and that one to raid as well. Well, there wasn't anything to raid, I suppose. So let's move this one back to Constantinople in this case. Bountiful harvest. Ooh, well, that's quite handy. I'm going to pay off another loan, just to reduce the amount of inflation all that will accumulate. Oh, and behold, some of us in monastic order have been starting to advocate for greater expansion of our nation. Since divinity is always by our government's side, our ruler Anzeng D first, despite of being reticent about taking radical decisions in the past, has been listening to them for quite a while, and his will is starting to change. Our generals have been notified about this new and ambitious views, and have chosen to follow them, even if that means investing themselves in new troops. Okay, so we got both of the... problems with our iron quality, as well as, sure. Yeah, so I guess we're back to ground zero in that regard. Gaza and Jaffa are almost done with the coring. Tunisia is going to have a bit of rebellion there. Oh, and popular religion. Campaign against syncretism. Tolerance of the true faith would go up and clergy would gain some influence. I'm going to take the missionary strength against, actually, so we can start coring. Oh. Oh, Austria's go with a harsh sentence in here. Oh, but we've already got on 3 of these. Institution spread. So, secret confessions, non-Latin Bible, rescinding celibacy. So more manpower, I mean, that's not necessarily a bad one, to be fair. And solar feed is probably going to be the last one that will happen. I mean, career power cost goes down, that's quite nice, but I guess we'll have good relations with the heretics. Again, I was against it. But there we go, now we started coring Jerusalem. And I suppose at this point we could perhaps embrace the Counter-Reformation then. It's going to increase the tech cost and many other things, but we'll get the extra 2 missionaries, which means we can start converting Gaza and Jaffa already, and those are going to be converted within the year. I mean, there's only 10,000 men rebellion down there anyway, so that's not going to be a problem. Over here, there's going to be a bit more total, but it will take some time for them to get through. Well, there's the first revolt, and we did lose our army reformer, which is a bit unfortunate. We could go for the... Land force limit increase might not be a bad one. At the same time, the extra... Oh, there's a level 2. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the land force limit then, I suppose. So we could have up to 46 regiments now. I mean, admittedly, we definitely want to start increasing the size of this army. We'll probably just get another 2 Wolverines, quite frankly. Ooh, there we go. That's a conversion done. And that revolt has been pushed down. Here we go. Now we got the Mamluk revolt in Jaffa, which luckily is right underneath our own troops here, so that's not going to be an issue. Not for long, anyway. There we go, that's been sorted. In which case, once we get the troops in here, we'll transport this over to fight the Ottomans. And I suppose once the revolt in Kabyle is complete... Oh, right, that's actually going down now. Huh. Well, I suppose that's good enough then. Maybe it did... Oh, right, there was a revolt. Well, actually, no, that wasn't the cause of that. Okay, well, anyway, it's going downwards. We'll let that go down, so once that separatism sentiment is all the way down, we should be fine. We should be getting a few more cores down soon. Jerusalem's going to be the last one that we get. But luckily, the Ottomans do not have a core there or anything, so we can still core it on our own pace. Oh, now if we were to declare war, Poland would join, but I suppose we could call in Austria and Spain for that, so we'd have a massive advantage in numbers. It looks like, sir. Oh yeah, Venetians are definitely sieging down a lot of land there. Definitely losing a bit of cash right now, but I suppose one of the things that I could do, so I could just disable some of the forts that are not in the front line, and not really in the risk area either, so that will reduce some of the upkeep. Tunis will keep, and I suppose, well, Cyprus we can also disable. We are basically the undeniable master of the Mediterranean in terms of fleet power anyway. Actually, just out of curiosity, if we do have a look at the navy sizes, well, Venetians do actually have a larger fleet, but it's a lot of light ships, which aren't necessarily going to be quite as good as our galleys. They do have more heavy ships as well, to be fair, so I don't know, it might be a bit of a risky war against them, but I'm sure that I could amass a lot more ships in one battle compared to them. They do have a stronger ground armies, though. Oh. What's this, then? Great Britain, Portugal versus France. Oh, so Great Britain is already a thing. Oh, wow. So it's France and Utrecht. So we could intervene in that war. I don't think I will, though. At least we converted all the provinces that we needed for this mission here. But you're not quite yet bombing Jerusalem today, unfortunately, because we are, in fact, out of time. But if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, do that links down below and shoot from part of that. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.